don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly.
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock.
Sebastian, where did you...
Was
that what I think it is?
With an this boy, Shrivelfits cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better. There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Tell what you've done. I'm sorry.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Curious about
The dark arts do pique my interest.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
Okay, let's do the next quest. इसको देखो.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
टक्कर भाई, दिखा कुछ? क्या दिख रहा है?
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
हाँ जी. Indian accent पे.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear? Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit.
Buff क्या है?
It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope?
नहीं.
I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards and bring the telescope.
Okay.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
इसको मेरा स्टार दिखने का लगता है.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
मेरा स्टार.
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
हाँ?
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in?
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
अरे
Oh
तू
no,
अब तक
there's a
not this
table.
close to school,
ये
Amit.
टेबल
I
चाहिए
think
इसको.
you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Oh.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
बाप रे बाप, इतना मेहनत.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
बस हो गया.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them.
I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
ठीक है.
Lassie, What's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it.
Parkour.
I wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work. That did it.
Open the main gate. कर तो दिया. ऐसे.
Well done. I will be right up.
ठीक है.
We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
वो बाप रे.
Yeah, restrain the beast.
Oh, ये वो है.
Highwing.
Do you know that HippoGriff?
Get this thing back now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that HippoGriff.
ठीक है.
Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
वो दो है.
There you are.
छोड़ना पड़ेगा.
Come on.
Hello, Mora.
इसको भी तोड़.
Hurry.
ओए. अभी बचा है उसको. वाह. ये मस्त है ना?
Ho! Ho!
ये मस्त है.
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course.
Killing curse क्या है?
What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall
Order
deliver
of
the
the
letter
Phoenix?
to Officer
ये
Singer.
वाला?
She'll have to do something when she sees it.
लो यूज कर सकते. ये मेरा है. Map chamber.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I
Well,
retrieved a
that's all right.
stolen helm. He hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what.
I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
ठीक है चलो.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
कौन सा कंटेनर चाहिए?
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Oh, yeah.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Okay. Oh, Tenu. Chalo, Professor, milte hain.
I would join you if I could.
क्या हो गया? हो गया क्या? Oh.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Cabalzo!
Cha. Boss fight, baby.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo!
Oh, Tenu!
Confringo! Prodigo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Glacius! Confringo!
Shit!
Expelliarmus!
हाँ बाप रे थोड़ा हीलिंग का जरूरत पड़ेगा बस थोड़ा सा
What a relief.
मेमोरी ये आंसू गिरना जरूरी है The fuck? पर मुंह में डालना है ये कब सीखा
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isadora's travels.
Do come in.
सबको बुलाया चारों की पर को घर
Please,
पे
have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you.
ये इसका डैड
Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts.
कुछ
Father
तो नहीं लग
hasn't
रहा है।
spoken since my brother died.
हाँ बाप रे थोड़ा हीलिंग का जरूरत पड़ेगा बस
Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Oh, उसका memory निकाल रही है. Pain जहाँ पे है.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you. Oh, उसने बात किया.
It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Okay.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Oh, कितना प्यारा दिखता है ना? नो वाले जगह पे मेरे को भी जाना है यार. Hello, teach me bombarda. Yodai.
The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Bombarda.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we?
हाँ, सीखते हैं. किधर गया ये वाला?
Head and try it on the pumpkin.
कहाँ पे?
Revelio.
Bombarda. Excellent wand work. Cast a spell just like that every time.
और यहाँ पे नाटी को भी मिलना है. ये सीखता है. Crucio सीखते हैं. Crucio.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it.
Okay.
Come on.
Chalo.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other 5th years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
Confringo! And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics. Some things happen.
I hope we're ready for this.
Your family is here. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
It must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the 2 of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the 2 of us.
Oh, नीचे सांप ऊपर ये, ठीक है, ऊपर ये,
Nice work.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Crucio.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucio is etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctuagaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
क्या इस पे करूँगा मैं? जी भाई.
I'm ready.
Shit.
That pain. Confringo. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive.
I can't believe we're here.
Accio! Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here. What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous. I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous.
Shit.
We were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. So please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know.
क्या स्टोन ही करते रहेगा के?
Confringo.
ले. बहुत सही है.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic. Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake.
Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind. Império!
Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Oh my god.
Sebastian!
Oh bye. Boss fight.